this is the brow before we started. So I groomed it. This is the numb cream application, and you want to seal it for 40 to 45 minutes before you do your brow mapping, which is what I'm doing now. I have detailed video on how to map your brows, whether you're doing the normal makeup or the semi-permanent makeup. I have a detailed video. You want to go check that out. I'll put a link on that on this at the end of this video. So mapping is just what I'm doing here, and you want to make sure it's equal on both sides of the brow, which is why I'm crossing the lines over to the other side. And then while you're doing you're defining the lines of the brow, you want to take it one step or inch at a time. You don't want to dive into your main brow and then mess things up. So I'm just taking the defining step by step, and I'm going in slowly into the brow. I'm going to see the finished work. Looks a whole, sorry about that, it looks a whole lot smaller than what it is here. And the trick for me is, when I've done all of this defining and all and mapping, when I go in with my machine, I try to go in from inside the line than outside. That way it gives you a more moderate size of brow. That's the finished work. So this is me still going in with the concealer and trying to define the brow. She liked it, and then we went in to bring out that mapping, the outline with the machine, and I'm going to show you what it looks like after. Now this is it after I went the first time, and this is the other side. You see, beautiful, lovely, clean brow. And then you just want to, this is the outline for both sides after. And then you want to go in with the machine, want to keep shading it until you get the desired shade. Why some clients want it very light, faint, others might want it very, very, well shaded in and dark. So I always listen to whatever my clients want. If you want a heavy brow, I give you a heavy brow. If you want a light brow, I give you a light brow. However, for ombre powder, the magic is that it's always well and properly filled in. So I just kept going in with the machine, and then as I was going in with the machine multiple times, I just tried as much as possible to avoid the finishing tip of the front. You see that it's very natural and faint there. So I just kept going back and forth on both sides of the brow with the machine and the pigment. You see, I was almost done here. At this point, I was just doing my corrections, and this is the finished work, guys. The front is very faint, and after this brow heals, she's just going to have a almost like a natural hair in front at the beginning of the brow.